Hi guys, this is Naomi Smith and I really want to welcome you to my YouTube channel, Home Inspired. It's my desire that this channel would impart vision and grace to you in your journey toward home. I really hope you enjoy it. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I wanted to get on here and talk about the 8th commandment. We're doing a series called The Fence Post for God's Playground and talking about the 10 commandments. And so the 8th commandment it's real short. It's you shall not steal. Obviously, there's very obvious implications for that, like not going to a store and stealing their merchandise, or not, stealing your neighbor's lawn chair. I don't know why I thought of that. But there's also a lot of implications for how to train our kids in the home, and they might not be what you think. There's a lot of implications for this commandment, and there's ways to train our kids well in this commandment or not well, and they might be different than you think. So I think that stealing and the concept of private property are very closely linked. So the idea that you would have a choice about what you do with your personal property, and that another person, so that there's a boundary, there's a clear boundary of what's yours, and there's a clear boundary of what's your neighbor's, and you get to choose what to do. And so often, I think as parents, we can see the selfishness in our own children, and so we will mandate sharing. And I mean, I feel like with 2 little kids, this is kind of all day, every day for me. So, Judah's playing with something, Theodora wants it. What do I do? Because in a way, he's being selfish about it. He's not sharing. And so I could say, Judah, you just need to share with your sister. But in a real way, that's like me as one of the governing bodies of the home, actually like taking away from his freedom in order to enforce what I feel like is the right thing. And that's a last-ditch effort. But honestly, what we really want is our kids to be able to manage their own personal property and to have hearts of generosity. That would be an ideal world. So what we do is we honor Judah's private property, and we have the kids have a conversation. So often it's the little one, she wants what he's playing, or sometimes he wants what she's playing. So we say, okay, I can see that you want what Judah's playing with. Now why don't you go and ask him? Judah has a choice. He can choose to say yes, or he can choose to say no. When he chooses to say yes, of course, that's the kind of heart of generosity that we really long to see in our children. And so what we do is, because he has made a voluntary choice to say yes to sharing, we honor that. We just praise that. We celebrate that. And yet when he says no, we don't shame him. We honor his no, because that's real world. That's how it ought to be. That's just government right there. So, that's what I got for Shall Not Steal. Teach your kids about private property and encourage them to be generous, and yet do not override, unless it's absolutely necessary, their own will and take away their freedom in order to enforce sharing. Hope that helps. Yeah.